Ja się nazywam Natalia, to jest Dziennik Eurowizyjny. Mam dzisiaj wyjątkowego gościa ze mną, Duncan Laurence. Hello!
Hello, hey.
Thank you for having us today.
Well, thank you for having me, thanks.
This is your first time in Poland?
Yes, it is, yes. And I definitely love it so far, yes, yeah.
Since you won Eurovision, your life seems like a roller coaster. Am I right?
Yes, it's like being on that adventure. Being 2 weeks in Tel Aviv was like a roller coaster on itself, but after winning it was like, well, all doors opened almost. Like in Europe I got to travel to all different countries and get to see new people, meet new people, perform. It's amazing.
Speaking about traveling, do you treat it like mini holidays? Do you have a time to rest after Eurovision?
I did have some time to rest, but that was just at home because I hadn't really been at home, so that was kind of like a mini vacation. But just me laying on the couch watching Netflix, and that was like, yeah, that was good. It felt good.
What is your favorite Netflix film, serial?
Well, I don't really watch series on Netflix. I just happen to watch a lot of movies, and I do think it could also be like that I hired like an Apple movie or something. So I don't really remember what I watched, but it was kind of like a Dutch corny movie or something. It wasn't really something to mention.
Okay, you won Eurovision, which is like big pride, and congratulations for that.
Thank you.
But I've got a question about the word Eurovision and word winner, because from now, every time Duncan, Eurovision, Duncan, the winner. Does it bother you in kind of way that you have this stick?
Yeah. No. No, otherwise I wouldn't have participated, because there is a risk that you might win. And if you don't dare to take that risk, I don't think you should like participate. Like it's the same with all the other participants. I think everyone who is on that stage would be like proud to say, hey, I was a representative at Eurovision for my country, or I won Eurovision, or I came in second. Oh, there's a fly there. So I think when you enter Eurovision and you enter that whole adventure and such an emotional roller coaster, and for me it was like winning, so that was like extra emotional there. But no, I'm really proud of it, and I do see it hopefully as the kickstart of my career, my music career, and hopefully people will remember this very special moment that happened there on stage, because I'm really proud of it, and I'm really like, yeah, not bothered at all, no.
Okay, that was the most exciting thing, but what was the biggest fear of Eurovision?
Honestly, I had really slippery boots and the stage was like made of glass, and I thought I would fall right before going on stage. Because I had like wooden boots, like they were made out of wood. So the soles were like really slippery, almost like skates. So if you see like rehearsal takes, like right before I go on stage, you could actually see me doing this instead of walking, which is quite funny. But when Cyprus was before me, because in the final Cyprus, that fly is annoying. He loves us apparently. Cyprus was before us, and they had like pillars and stuff and a whole like props and stuff, and I just had a piano and a light bulb, but they had to change it over real quick because they had to change it in 30 seconds only, so all the props of Cyprus had to go away, and my piano and the light bulb had to hang up and stuff, and I was like, that was like chaos, and I thought, this is way too slippery, no, hold me, yes. So that was my biggest fear, yeah, falling down right before.
But finally everything was okay, right?
Everything was okay, thank God, yeah.
Speaking about staging, by the way, is staging on Eurovision important for you? Because you seem like a guy who loves music, and music is music. Like Salvador say, music is not a fireworks.
Yes.
Is staging important for you, or you just went to the director and say, well, whatever, do whatever you want?
No, I didn't at all, because after all, Eurovision is about the lights and the show, so it was harder to actually ask, can we dim the lights, please? Than, hey, give me some fireworks. That's more easy, actually. So we had it pretty hard and rough to say, I want all the lights to be shut off and I just want the spot to be on. That was actually quite hard for the production to cope, because they were like, no, but we built this incredible stage and it's beautiful and we should have this and this and that. And we were like, no, shut it off, shut it off, shut it off, shut it off, shut it off. In the beginning there was nothing, exactly, so please give us nothing. That was quite hard. So we did think of the staging and the soberness, the like not having too much on there, the visuals, everything was designed so you don't really go to Eurovision saying, hey director, yeah, just do whatever you want. No, no, never. I wouldn't dare to do that, no.
Would you change something?
No.
No?
No. No. Because it went perfectly and we won, so I'm not gonna like say, yeah, I would change it. No, I wouldn't change anything, because it was teamwork. A lot of, like, my creative team had worked so many nights and days on it. The light engineer had worked so many days on it. The Israeli production had worked so many hours. It was such a teamwork effort. Also from the production and from the Eurovision, who really did extra rehearsals also for other countries. They really did their best to make the best show they could ever. We're being attacked. I think he doesn't like us, that's the thing. We're talking about a fly, people. No, but they really put in so much effort, so I'm really thankful for how it all went, so I wouldn't change a thing, no.
What was your favorite stage in, like, not yours, but from the other countries?
I think my favorite staging would have been Bilal, France, with the dancer. She was on fire. That was like, and so emotional at the same time. He was really telling a story. Bilal was telling something, and he was like also dancing along, and it was beautiful.
Okay, European tour. Could you say something more about it? And I saw that there is no Poland on the list.
Not yet. Not saying anything else though. There is something coming, stay tuned, yes. And the European tour is being upgraded as we speak, but I can't say which date because my team is working on it. So stay tuned, because there might be a Poland on it soon.
Netherlands tour is sold out already.
Yes, crazy.
Congratulations!
Thank you, yes. So many tickets. I was like, what? No way.
How will you find the time to prepare for those concerts if you are traveling all the time?
No, it's in November, and I'm planning on going into the studio this summer. So yeah, promotion has to stop somewhere, and like then we're gonna focus on the performance. And I'm actually going into the rehearsal room this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because I have Pink Pop, which is like a big festival in Holland, Monday. So that's gonna be my first festival ever, which is the biggest in Holland, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, that will be my debut festival. So I'm preparing already. And there's another show in July in Paradiso, which is the biggest venue, like one of the most prestigious venues in Amsterdam. So the preparations will be fine, yes.
You seem very excited about it.
Yes,
like,
I am. I can't wait to go on stage and actually sing more than just arcade, if you know what I mean. That would be really nice, yes. Of course I love arcade and I love singing it every time, but it's so nice to have more than just one story to tell, more than one thing, and hopefully connect to people other than I did with arcade, yes.
How to be so excited, how to have so much strength in yourself?
By keeping things small in your head. Just enjoy the here and now, focus on what you love, and for me that's music, so I'm lucky. Yeah.
Aren't you afraid that there will be a time like, okay, I'm off, I'm tired, I don't want to do it anymore?
No, because I fell in love with music when I was 2. So that's been a long time. So I don't think I'll ever fall out of love. Yeah, of course there will be a break and there will be a time of rest. And if you look at, for example, really big artists such as Sam Smith and Adele, and they take breaks also, like, so if they can, I might as well can have a break somewhere. But now I'm just too excited and too and I just want to go and perform. This is what I've dreamed of all these years, so this is my chance of finally doing it. Yes, and I can't wait to release new music. I can't wait to get on the stage Monday. It's already Monday that I get to go on such a big stage and perform in front of, I don't know, 7,000 people or something. That's
big. Congratulations once again. Like everything, what happened in your life, it's so amazing.
Yes. It's mind-blowing, actually, and you can maybe see it from my face that sometimes my mind is actually blowing.
But you look good, by the way. You didn't look crazy about it, so
yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's come back to the Eurovision theme.
Yes.
Did Eurovision give you something personally, like, for example, contacts with other contestants?
It did, yes. I was in Switzerland last week, and I was supposed to hang out with Luca, but he couldn't because he was actually on holidays. Thank God for him. Like, that's nice. But we called and we had contact, and also I did a prank with him. I called him up as Jose, and I said, Luca, listen, I really want to tell you something. You should be number one. I think you should be number one. I think we should call Eurovision, and I think we should like call them and see if you can be number one instead of Duncan Laurence, because I don't like it. And then he hung up on me. And the radio was like laughing, and it was like, yeah, it was a good prank. But afterwards we called him back, and he was saying like, I was sitting in the car. I was like scared that my number had like, had gone out again. I was sitting in a car. You gave me literally a heart attack, and I was, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't like yeah. I couldn't like imagine what would happen if he really had like a heart attack.
Any chance for music collaboration with him?
I'd love to. I'm coming to Switzerland again, and we already like apped each other like, hey, let's see if we could do something. Yeah, collaboration. I write for a lot of other artists, so I do think it's gonna head in that direction, because I do think our music directions are a bit too far from each other, but who knows.
Any other duets or group singing with Eurovision contestants?
Yes. Well, I do love to write with a lot of people, and of course I'd love to like, I'm all in for writing songs and see what happens. I love Michaela, I love Mahmoud, so many great artists this year, so it's hard to pick one. I'd like to write with them all and just hang out. Yeah, I'd love that, but let's just focus on my own music for a while now. Yes.
Okay, you bring back the Eurovision to the Netherlands.
Yes.
After many years.
44.
Yes.
I heard that a lot.
But would you like to change something in Eurovision? Because you bring it back, so like in the formula, for example, or organization, anything you want to change in the event?
No, not really. It's been this way for many years, so I think, and of course it evolved, of course, yes. I would love to have some more digital platforms or like streaming services team up with Eurovision and make like, well, for example, Spotify Eurovision sessions in the host country, just to boost the artists and to see what could happen with them. Maybe even, set out polls before and see what artists could like have such sessions, and like, it could be like a game already before we start. That would be nice to have more attention drawn to the artist and the songs, instead of like keeping it on that one performance, because after all, we're not in it for just the performance, we're in it for the career and everything that comes before it, after it, the music, sharing, but hopefully kicking off that music career for the rest of Europe, of course. So I think it would be nice for Eurovision to reach out to more digital platforms, to more streaming services, but also to YouTube, Vivo, and collab, you know, show them how good European artists can be. Let's show the world how good European artists can be.
Yeah, even if in other countries, like I know that still they talk in that Eurovision is kind of festival of circus, if you know what I mean. I don't know what is
kitschy. Yes. Yes, but it's definitely heading into a new direction. I think also for I've been a lot to the UK and talked with, for example, BBC and those kind of networks, and they were all about, hey, how can we like do this? We're actually talking to Simon Cowell from X Factor now, how to like upgrade the UK Eurovision. So I think a lot of countries are seeing artists such as Michaela, such as Mahmoud, hopefully, such as me, hopefully, and deciding like, whoa, this could actually work, this could actually boost someone's music career. Yes, so I do think that it's heading into the right direction, and it's not the direction that Fly is constantly flying in.
Okay, so I wish you all the best.
Thank
you for having us once again.
Thank you for having me, thanks. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. So stay in Poland as long as you want.
Yes, I will be here tomorrow, and then I will come back definitely, but stay tuned.
Stay tuned with Dziennik Eurowizyjny. Natalia, moim gościem był Duncan Laurence. Dziękuję bardzo.